Huh?
We're in the middle of an X flare.
We're in the middle of something.
No shit. Yep.
It
Okay.
says redirecting to YouTube, so we'll see. Here we go.
Says is now streaming live on
It
YouTube.
is streaming live, so I'm gonna put this down, but I got to figure out how to, you know what? I'm telling you what, let me tell you about this Lionsgate day. It's been so I feel, honestly, I feel like I have taken a bottle of Adderall or I've drinking 5 pots of coffee. I've done none of that.
Right?
Um, I've got to find the YouTube on my phone so I can see the comments because, you know,
I can't see any comments, so
okay, I'll yell them out as they come across. It says we're live, so hello, we're here. We've got to wait
there are
for,
a lot of cards coming into this.
yeah.
It was a wicked little pull.
Hey, Angie. Angie's here. Uh,
Integrate
the what?
integration is the main energy that we're working on with synergy and the crown chakra.
Yeah, yes. The crown chakra. You know, this Lionsgate actually too is why do you hear a voice? I do. Never mind, it's your voice. It's on
What?
my phone and I got it on I have it on YouTube so I can see who's in YouTube here. But
Uh,
manifestation today. Um let me, some people have it just plain ass. Actually, it was a woman at the doctor's office today. I hear a lot of people talking about this Lionsgate thing, which got my attention. And she's just talking and saying, I don't know what it is, I don't know what it's about or whatever. Um then we got called back, so I didn't get a chance to talk to the lady, but a lot of people I think are wondering what the hell is this? What is it? Right? And I can only analogize, right? Just this huge energy, I want to say whole, right? Like, if you're just walking across and there's just this big hole. I just analogize it like that, but it's an opening for um the spiritual world and the physical world to come together in agreement on a lot of things, right? And it's an opening. It's an opening for that to happen, right? So in this morning when I woke up, I knew it was 8-8. I've been waiting on 8-8. If you're any part of this journey at all, y'all were waiting on 8-8 too. Um I woke up this morning and I do this sort of, when there's openings and things like that. I do this, this sort of very spiritual, almost like a spirit dance that they do in church, right? I picked that up a few years ago with some silks and just letting my spirit just letting it just flow in motion. And I usually turn on while monks chanting or whatever. And a mantra. So while I was doing that, I was doing my mantra that I was that I'm focusing on for this Lionsgate. Your focus, what are you saying? Yours what is it? What is it?
oh,
You just said it.
oh, uh, oh
Hello.
goodness! I pulled three more cards since then.
Oh,
Uh, but it was crown chakra. Um,
hi,
well,
Hugs.
it's the understanding of it. See, now this is how my Lionsgate is going.
Um, It's been a very interesting day. We couldn't get on the internet as always. Here's what we're gonna do from now on, because when me and Sandra and our energy together, it never fails. It never fails. It's you can bet money on it that we are not going to be on time. Because everything shuts down. The energy shuts everything down, and that's the truth. It's crazy every time we try to get together. However, listen, we are going to, and when I say we, I mean me, um, because it's usually my fault. Um, but I'm gonna attempt to get everything together a half an hour before we're supposed to. So that's part of my Lionsgate manifestation too. We're getting our shit together, and we are starting our situationship class on, I was gonna
Wednesday.
get you, yeah, Wednesday, right? Wednesday. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, but we're going to stay on this Lionsgate topic. And if you guys let us know in chat what's going on with you in on this day, on this during this time. Strange, odd things are happening, but they're not bad
Not
or negative.
bad. No,
They're just annoying.
right. Like our air condition
Yeah.
started making this whoa, 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 whoa noise to the point where it was really annoying.
Yeah.
Not that it's not working because it's cooling fine, but it's not wrong.
Yeah. Ah.
So we had to take shifts sleeping last night.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're in an RV. It's over 100 degrees here. If that air goes, then so Alan, I wake up at like I think it was like 2:15 or 2:30, and Alan was sitting up, and I'm like, oh, what is going on? And the air was off. And I'm
Oh
like, what's
no.
up? Because it was making an awful noise. So I get up, we have a cup of coffee, turn it back on, and and then it would calm down for a little while, and then it'd go.
Oh no.
Uh, But before that, even the Lions Gate, before this came in, we still had energy that was opening up. So 2 days ago, we got our microwave fixed, such a simple issue that was going on. But if it's electronic, we're going to go through it.
There's a dog
We're
bothering
going
me.
to
I
go
have to move
through it.
over. Okay. Yeah, my dog was coming in. Um, what else? There's a lot.
Just there's electronic issues, but there are things that are going on, like things that really kind of irritated you before, and now you're seeing them almost like shift in a way where they're really beautiful, but there's new coming in that's annoying you on a whole new level, on a whole
So
new level.
true.
And you
So
just got to
true.
lean into it and go, what is it showing me? What is it showing me? So,
Cameron had a
and
3:30 appointment today. We didn't get home till 20 minutes ago.
and Sherry called me. I'll send you the link as soon as I walk in the door. And we're having trouble even talking on the phone. It was
Yeah, it's a nightmare. We we're going to all come together in this Lionsgate portal. All of us who are here. There's there's like 6 or 8 going. We got Zomber Boy from Costa Rica in here, and we are all going to gather our energy together 3 times during this live, and we're going to make sure that Sandra and Alan's air conditioning is going to be fine. So let's all come into agreement, and with this cannot happen.
we're doing the oh,
Oh, we are doing back to school things. So Cameron had to get a haircut, and then he had a sports physical that we went and did. And his appointment's at 3:30. Why wouldn't I be back by 6? You know what I mean? But traffic
right.
just a nightmare. And so I tried to avoid the interstate to get home a little quicker. And I looked at Cameron, I was like, why does it feel like we've been driving for an hour and a half? He said, Mom, because we have. We have been driving for an hour and a half. And it just feels like I've been driving all day, but I have so much internal energy that I'm gonna get so much done tonight. I am so
Right?
excited about it. Our bathroom, like we just kind of stack stuff up. I've got literally, Sandra, 4 more boxes to go through. 4 more.
Oh. When you say boxes, you mean totes, right?
I mean totes, yeah, to go through. And that's it. Everything in this house will be in its place where it goes and organized because I've been working on. So we're working on our bedroom and our bathroom and organizing it and getting all medications and stuff all where it just everything where it goes and going through clothes and getting rid of things and purging as we're manifesting, right? So we've got to make room not only physically by purging clothes, purging items, purging things, right? But internal purging
Right.
as well. And we've got to make sure that we've been through that purging process, as most of us have. I don't know why people try to text me at this time. Anyway, I have to turn that off because, and I have,
You want
and
to
I
see?
only have
You want to
8
see
people.
what I worked on last night during this time?
What?
Oh my God, we got a new one.
Hi, Julie. Oh, nice. Yes. Yes, that's a nice one. I saw
Yeah.
that on Facebook. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, and I
I was
haven't
like,
put it up here, but by the way, we are doing card pulls. Um Now here I'm going to tell you the deal on that. Let's see. I'm putting this in the chat. Um let's see. I'm going to put this in the chat. So what I was saying is I don't want to forget this because it's super important. And I just lost it. Oh no. You got to make sure that that purging, we've all been going through so much purging. We've all been going through this feeling that something's coming, something's coming, something's coming, something's coming, right? Um, and a lot of us have just been purging inner things, right? A lot of inner things have been coming up. A lot of past has been coming up.
right.
Um, and now is the time. Now is the time because we've made room. Well, we're supposed to have made room. We're making room for these good things to come in, right? For these blessings and things that we're manifesting in this Lionsgate to come in. And I don't mean like stereos and cars and houses. I don't mean things like that, right? I'm what I mean is obviously, right, when you're great and going and flowing on the inside and we're not stuck in these blocks and these ick, right? And we're flowing and we're just flowing, right? Everything happens naturally and it all comes about. We are standing at this portal and it's time for physical and spiritual to have this time and have some tea and crumpets, right? And and what is that word? The funny word that sup and sup together, right? I'm putting the card reading information up, but now is the time to get in. Now is the time to get in this energy and manifest what it is that you have been trying to manifest. And um
What does it look like? What does it look like? Because normally when you think manifestation, you think all this feel good stuff is coming in. And a lot of times the stuff that is going on, like the I made a pot of coffee before I laid down and I thought I want to be refreshed when we come in tonight. Made a pot of coffee. Well, apparently there was already coffee in the coffee pot when I made another full pot on top of that. So when the coffee pot made, all of the coffee, luckily I have a tray under it, and it caught all of the extra coffee that was already in the pot.
ugh,
Uh, or the air conditioning, different things like that. Are you going to spin, or are you going to go, oh, we're doing this now? So you just kind of look at it and say, oh, we're doing this now. Well, why did it overflow? Sherry, what would you tell me? Why did my coffee pot overflow?
Well, you didn't make room for the new pot. You didn't empty out
The
the
old.
old, right?
Okay.
You gave it no choice but to spill out all over the place. And if you notice, for the past few months, that's what's been happening. Our old shit has been spilling out
Out everywhere.
all over the place, right? And it has been time for a lot of us to be like, oh, I haven't looked at it that way. I
Right.
hadn't looked at it this way. I was too busy defending. Um, I was too busy covering up or defending or whatever, right? I was too busy. And here we are. Here we are.
Right. We're too
Right?
busy being right rather than being laying that
Yeah. We
formula for being happy, where we held on to being right. Um, and some of the things that are in our lives are wrong.
right. I'm paying attention. I'm putting our information in for the card ratings. Go ahead.
So it's just these little things. And we've gone through bigger ones. If we think about it, we've gone through bigger ones and we made it through just fine. But now it's like, what's open in you? Where can something seep in and just irritate you?
Oh,
Is it going to irritate you, or are you just going to get in the flow and quit fighting the resistance? Because once you stop fighting it, it leaves.
mm-hmm.
So we're taking shifts. What does that mean? Standing guard.
Standing guard.
Yeah.
Um, this is the little twist that most everybody is thinking about too. When things are coming in, like those little irritations, right? Traffic just wasn't going, everything that's going on there, right? It's things are lining up and being real synchronistic with other people too. Like I'm having dreams and then talking to the person. I have a whole jar story I'm going to tell you in a minute. But there's there's a combination going on today. We have a double whammy today, of all days. We have a double whammy. We are getting hit in both directions. We have this Lionsgate portal that's just giving us an opportunity to manifest, right? There's that. We also have Mercury in retrograde.
And we also had an X-class flare.
Right. So let's put it all together, right? And we have a very powerful day. Now, we can end it by being totally annoyed with this day, because I have been, but I've been letting it just sort of fall away a little bit at a time, right? And just like we were talking about last week, you get so much of this positive energy, something negative's always going to want to come in and penetrate it every time, always. And we can let that happen, or I can let that happen today. I've got so much internal energy that I feel like I'm going to spontaneously combust. I I haven't had any caffeine. As a matter of fact, I smoked a little indica, right, to calm me down a little bit, and it didn't work. Right? No, I haven't had any coffee. I haven't had any caffeine. I just know what it is. I just know that this Lionsgate energy is all over me. Um, I'm gonna put this out here.
And I've had very little coffee today because, well, I got enough energy. I can, if I get so much energy in me, I get like this. I get floaty and I
Yeah.
can't, I'm stubbing my feet, it's like somebody came in here and moved something a half an inch and I'm walking by it and I stub my toe on it, or something throws me out of balance, and I
Yeah.
feel floaty.
Yeah.
I don't need caffeine. Caffeine just makes me more floaty.
Right. Um, I'm looking at the chat. I finally was able to pull it up on my computer. I just don't know how. You know what I mean? I did it and I don't know how. Mara Lawyer. She said, "Oh yes, Sherry, I agree." Yeah, it's been very powerful. It also it's anxious energy. If you already have anxiety,
It's going to make it work.
today, honey, you might as well just throw it down, because if you already have anxiety, today will bring it to you. Today will bring it to you. I'm looking to see if I can, there we go. Off balance today, Vashan says, for sure. Um, I had made these plans. I knew today was the Lionsgate portal, but I'd made some plans to do some things. Cameron, is getting ready to go back to school, so we're doing back to school things and stuff like that. But I was watching today really just human interaction, very, very secular, very emotionless, very just everyday, day-to-day routine, right? Um, and then I see when I see people, I see people differently than a lot of people. I just don't see a human being. I've never have. I don't see a normal human being standing there like you would see on TV. When I see a human being, they have colors around them. And um I knew when I was in public who it was that was aware of what was going on in the universe and who really was oblivious to it. Right. And so I would sort of focus over, to the ones that I knew were, what was happening. And it seemed like I was getting more energy. Right. And there's nothing at this point that I can do with this energy. I'm either sitting in the doctor's office in a waiting room or in a car driving, or my truck driving. So it's just pent up. Now, believe me, I got a million things that I'm going to do, and I'm excited to get them done tonight because I know I'm going to get them done, because I probably won't sleep.
Again.
Right. Yeah.
It's been I think 3 nights
Mm-hmm.
where I'm up. And
Yeah.
normally I would wake up at like 3:33, uh 3 3:21, 3:21, something like that. And it's been 11:11. And then when I laid down, it was 3:33 when I got up to get ready for this. And I was like, oh wow. And time is moving
Yeah.
like really quickly, but I can go into the zone and it slows down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm seeing a lot of people in that zone where it's almost like a tornadic activity.
Yes. Yes. That's what it feels like too. It
Right.
feels just twisty
Yeah.
and active, very active, very active.
I think it's funny. The you remember the very first 8-8 portal? Ellen and I were so excited when we had met you guys, and
Oh yeah.
we decided we're gonna wait because 8-8 portal is gonna be something big, and nothing happened. So we're like, well, what a letdown. So we went to take a nap, and we were holding hands, and the it was like this, the old school computers that have the grid.
Yeah.
It was like these two beings were pulling me up, and I could only go up to the belly button. And I said, pull me up, pull me up. We can't. And I said, why? Well, because the lower part of a human's body is the dump part, what they call dump part. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, pull me up. And they looked at each other and went, oh, yeah, that's right. These are the stubborn ones. And so we want it to be this huge thing that just is so enlightening. And after I thought about it, I thought, oh, wow, it doesn't look anything like we think it is. Let's get into the emotional alignment of it. Are we emotionally aligning with our internal knowing? Not what we think it is, but knowing. So,
Brooker Danny's here. It's Brooker Danny. I think it's Brooke.
I know.
God,
They look finer, baby.
that baby's getting so big. I don't, man, things are moving right along in the world.
I know.
So here's the thing, guys. You know what? We're all here. There's 14 of you in chat. You know, there's Sandra's that. Shh. Alan is back there. Alan. Back. Lee is
Oh.
okay. I just didn't want to leave Alan out. I wanted to whisper. There's all of us here, you know what I mean? And this portal is open for us. In this moment, on this day, what is it that you want to manifest? Just put it in chat. We'll all come into agreement on it.
Right?
I don't care what it is. It could be $5, $50, $1 million. It could be a couch, a chair, a love seat. It could be a car, a truck, or an SUV. I don't really care. It could be happiness, joy, and peace. Let's go. Let's just manifest it. There's tornadoes going on out there of all this energy. Let's make our own. We've never been followers. We've always been leaders, all of us.
Right?
Let's just gather together and manifest what it is that this damn portal is asking us to manifest. Let's just go. Let's just meet with the other side. If you are watching this, when we get off this live, go find a place. Go find a place to talk to spirit because the door's open. The door is open, right? It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, right? I thought about going to get a brain, but I thought, well, this one's a little bit, because this one's all messed up, right? But I don't want another one because I don't want a brain transplant because you never know what that person's been through. And in my luck, I would get like, I don't know, freaking Epstein's brain or freaking brain or something. You know what I mean? And if it'd be like a bad person with a good soul trying to get my shit together. What? No, it's not. Oh, Hug said she got a lotto ticket, and I do. Michelle said, you know mine, 1111. Let me. Sandra just mentioned that. It was so funny. You know, Cameron had a hair appointment, and I hooked him up with my hair person in a girly salon. His grandpa was a barber and he always cut his hair. His grandpa passed, so we had to find somebody else to do it. So I've taken him to a girl salon and she cuts his hair. And his appointment was at 3:30. We got there at 3:11. She took us on in. The freaking TV was stuck. It was stuck on channel 11. And it was just like snow and they couldn't get it off. And I just looked at him like, okay, it'll be all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great. And we get over to his doctor's appointment. We go in exam room 11. It's good. I told Lee or Cameron, I said it's gonna happen all day. It's gonna happen all day long. And he's just looking at me like I'm this insane person, right? Today, between his appointments, we had a little bit of time. So I took him through a fast food restaurant and I won't eat there. So we parked and I literally pulled out of McDonald's and pulled in this parking lot and looked up and realized, and it was a total accident, but it was the best blessing. Realized that I was sitting in the dispensary parking lot. And interesting enough, the great state that I am in, we can now walk into the dispensary, buy marijuana, and walk out. I don't need to do that. I won't be doing that, but I did that today. Today, I thought, you know what? I want to see what the process is. I'm going to go in here, get a little thing. Well, the only thing I got was the pin on clearance. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was 11.11.
The price,
11.11.
of course.
Um, and then I went to go do something. It was 32.11. Getting gas, I think, was 32.11. 11's been happening all day. We got a lot going on in chat. What's happening? What's happening in chat? Been feeling anxious, taking off tonight since I've had no rest all summer. Home, joy, peace, and my book tour, as my book will be coming out in a couple weeks. Oh, good. Like I said, don't say that. I don't know what I wasn't supposed to say. Good health, abundance, success for twin to become spiritually awakened while we are in separation. Let's talk about the connected one and separation during this time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just saying. I mean, we're looking at separation. It's the physical vessel that is separated, but this is who you are all the time.
All the time.
There is no such thing as separation in the higher realms. You're working together. It's just that spirit, source, whatever you want to call it, is having this dual experience, this duality experience. And how do you get through tremendous amount of experiences while you're on the planet? You double them up, baby. Polarity. One's going to have a negative, one's going to have a positive. Is it bad? Is it good? No, it's an experience. And it only brings you to the space of appreciation and gratitude because you can't see it when you're in it. And hey, Sherry, I don't know about you, but I tell people all the time, why are you trying to go into being with your twin when there is so much in this space right now? If you focus on you, you don't have to put the effort.
Not even a little.
It just unfolds because you're loving you.
It rolls out like a carpet, don't it?
Right. Run
Oh,
away, freight train, baby.
I didn't have to work to get them to come back or to get them to come home. I didn't have, that was way easier than I thought. It happens every single time. If you are, if you are loving yourself as much or more, I'm going to go with more, then you love that other person. Why would there even be a separation? Right? Ego doesn't get involved, right? 3D doesn't affect too much. Oh, the electric bill's high. Spirit will handle it. Done and done. Done and done.
Instead of spinning out of control.
Yeah. And, you know, we tend to fall into these human holes,
these patterns that we've gotten used to,
these human conditions, right? As a matter of fact, Lee and I've been saying Lee all day. Again, Lions Portal. I've been with Cameron, my son, all day. Me and Cameron were in the car, and we have a little bit of different taste in music than like if Lee and I are riding, right? Cameron and I will listen to a lot of like hair metal bands from 80s and 90s, and he likes all the cool stuff. So we're in the car and we're listening to I believe it's Shine Down, something.
Oh, I love Shine Down.
Human being human or something. I forget the name of the song, but I love the song. And I was looking over at my son, he's 16, right? And he's singing this song. And like he's getting it. He's getting what this guy's talking about. It's just all part of being human. And so I had a conversation with him when the song was over, and I said, "Do you have a spiritual side?" And he said, "Yeah, yeah." And you know, we're talking, and I didn't want to go into too much detail at that point in time. You know what I mean? Like, and and what he believes in, because it's what he believes in. And I don't ever want to, listen to what he believes in and think, oh, that's not it. You know what I mean? He's got to go through his own things. Um, but I said, do you know what it's like to be human? And then do you know what it's like to feel not human? He said, like a superhero. I was like, oh, you've been with Lee too long, but yeah, like a super. and, and he said, I have before. He has before, right? He has a spiritual side to him. It's super cool. I can be in the human condition 1 minute and the next minute be someplace completely else, right? Depending on where I'm at, my mood, and what's going on with spirit. Like today, I feel like, when you piggyback somebody, but they're not on your shoulders, they're like hanging on your neck, hanging off. I feel like there's a person hanging off my neck, but there's like a person hanging off their neck and a person hanging off their neck and a person hanging off their neck, right? It's
A
heavy.
really long tape of humans.
It's heavy. And everybody's chatting. Chatty, 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 right? And which makes a medium's day real interesting, right? When there's lots of chatter. Hey, can you, hey, can you, hey, can you, hey, can you, right? Um, Knocking on me, to give messages. And sometimes spirit will be a little bit more subtle. I was talking to Michelle actually earlier yesterday, and Lee and I went to a festival last weekend, and just a little, it was a Catholic church festival where they do all the gambling and drinking and stuff. Um, the real fun stuff where you can play cards or pull off tickets. And my husband just texted me, and he knows I'm in a live. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, there's a question. What? He sent me a twin flame question. He knows I'm in a live.
Uh-huh.
Um, anyway, what was I saying? Lee, when you watch this back, you distracted me just now. You did it. What
Okay.
was I talking about?
I'm paying attention to Alan while you're talking about Lee. I'm looking over and he's just in his zone. He's all
I
peaceful.
was talking about something.
Um,
I forget what I was
give
talking about.
me messages, spirit will
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah. So like today, so no, I was talking about the jars. So you buy some tickets from this little festival, right? The little Catholic festival, and you go through this room where they've got like things, and if you want to like win that thing, you put your ticket in it, right? It's like a raffle. We put our tickets in two things is all. There was a set of chairs that were really cute, and we just moved. We could use some furniture. So I thought, well, let's just bid on them. So we bid on them. No, we didn't bid on them. We put a ticket in. And then there were some, I've been calling them jars. They're actually containers. I don't know. They're just glass containers with black lids. I'm going to show you because they're great. I can't show you. I got to finish the story. Then I'm going to show you. So obviously, when I saw the containers, I wanted them. I love them. I'm a container person. I'm putting cannabis in them. That was my thought. They were big. It will look nice. So we dropped our ticket. And they were supposed to call us on Monday if we won anything. They didn't. So we didn't win anything. So it was fine. And the next day, they called again and said that we did win stereo equipment that we put the ticket in on. Well, we didn't put any tickets in any stereo equipment, right? So they had us come there to try to figure it out. So we go there, right? And no, yeah, no, that wasn't it. We didn't put our ticket in there. We put our ticket in those containers and those chairs. And the person who won the chairs were coming back to get them. And the person who won the jars, they had called and left a message for. So we was like, okay, no big deal. I did say, If they do not come and pick up the jars, call me. And slim to none, whatever. So I go home, I have a dream about the jars. I have a dream that Michelle, who happens to be in this chat, won the jars. And I was happy for her. I was happy she won the jars, but I didn't know what she was going to put in them, and I wanted to know. And she said she didn't know. It was just a very in general conversation. And so yesterday comes, right? And I'm just piddling around upstairs trying to unload everything that we've loaded into this building. And and the phone rings. It's the lady from the church telling me that they didn't pick up the jars.
Oh, wow.
I was so excited. So excited. And just as that was happening and we was pulling out, Michelle sends me a text and it's just got eyes on it. And I'm like, what's going on? And what's going on? And spirit chatter, spirit chatter, spirit chatter, spirit chatter. Well, Michelle's going through some things, and there are some things, you know what I mean, that she didn't have any space. So I guess the universe thought it was cool that because she needed the containers to put that shit in because she's still holding on to it. But I'm putting cannabis in the jars. I got the damn jars, but I'm talking to her, right? And things are just real synchronistic. It's really weird. So somebody sends some books or leaves some books to her at her work, and they're all about dreams. I'm in her dream, and then she looks up jars. It was a mess, but anyway, that's the kind of Lionsgate things that have been happening. I'm going to show you a picture of my containers because I love them and I'm so proud of them, and they're really cool. I got to see this. Hang on. I got to see if you can see it.
Oh, wow. Oh, they got metal lids. Those are metal, aren't they?
They got metal lids, and that is not cannabis. That's moss. But when the cannabis gets here, it's going in the jar. Big jars. Big enough for all Michelle's ish. Let's see if she has anything to say about that. Oh, geez.
Harry got
Yeah.
what?
So I got the jars. I'm very appreciative to the universe, and I manifested that shit in my dreams when I dreamed that she was gonna. I lost the YouTube channel that I was reading the.
YO Universe.
Yeah. Um. Kind of like a barrel of monkeys. That's right, Hugs. Thank you for the reminder of this. And Michelle said, by the way, I love the jars.
You get in the zone.
Well, you know what, Michelle? You didn't win them. That was a dream.
Get in the frequency and tune into it, and things
been
start happening.
preparing. I think it was Hugs that said she's been preparing. She said that she's been preparing. I can't find it anywhere. I've been preparing by not drinking caffeine to aid in any anxiety relief. Yeah, this portal's full of anxiety.
But what does 0 point feel like?
Zero what?
0 point. What does it feel like?
Like
If
nothing.
we don't know, then we
know what
think
you're
it
saying.
feels like nothing. But when something really good is coming in, what is the
Oh,
response? It feels like anxiety.
so much here.
Right, right. And in the solar plexus and the heart,
Oh,
it's like really tense, and it feels like anxiety. But in a sense, what you're doing is actually feeling that you are in that 0 point, and you're going to have to distinguish, is this really anxiety or is this excitement? There's such a fine line between it. Such a fine line between excitement and anxiety. So,
right. And it's amazing how excitement can bring on anxiety.
right.
And vice
Or,
versa.
yeah, it can bring on tornadic activity inside.
Just like if you analogize this portal as a hole or an opening in a tornadic sort of spiral, right? Of manifesting energy right? Jump in it if you're standing on the edge.
Fly, baby, fly.
Jump in it. Like, so if you've got fear, you're not going to jump.
Right.
You needed to clear that fear. Now, just because it's 8/8, it doesn't mean it's over. This energy is lasting till the 12th.
Right. It
So
comes in and
yeah,
goes out with openness to, it's going to stay open before it completely shuts. You've got this transition time. That's what the card was.
transition. Yeah.
Transition time.
By the way, we're doing card readings, guys. So if you're wanting a card reading from me, the information's pinned up here. Want a card reading from Sandra, it's pinned up here. If you want a card reading from both of us, it's pinned up here. If you want to do us individually, it's just by donation. But if you want a double reading together, it's $30. I've got all of my cards here. I'm going to find a way. I've got my
oh yeah.
and my pendulums. I've actually I've got them out. My favorite one in the whole world um is my Shiva Lingam one. I love it. But I've got a couple of my other ones that work with me. I got this in Colorado Springs. That was a fun trip, and it was a fun trip back to the rock place without the guys.
Right. Hey, you know, I still have my Shiva too that you gave me. It's on my grid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
I
do.
love my Shiva. It's I love my Shiva. It's dear to my heart. It's my favorite. It's my favorite stone. It's my favorite. The Shiva Lingam is my favorite. It's just a energy. I just analogize it with masculine and feminine energies, and this one is predominantly feminine. Got feminine energies on it.
Oh, the one
Reason,
I've got is very
reason being
balanced.
is I carry mostly masculine energy. So
Right? Right.
the one with you got more the masculine energy colors in yours.
Yeah. Well, it's here somewhere. I've got my little mushrooms and everything that you and Lee gave me, the little we have to go small in an RV. You can't have big ones. So I've got
Yeah.
this tray and it's got all of these things on it.
Little tray with all these little figurines and knickknacks and such.
Yeah.
I've got a Snoop dog full of.
I
So
have
happy.
my grid tray. I'll bring it up so I can show you.
I got mine, but I can take all my cards off of it, but it's big. This
Mine
is
is,
the one you made me.
I had to make one half the size of yours because the one you have is too big for an RV.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good size tray. This is a nice size tray. I would move all my cards off of it, but I've got them on the grid for a reason.
Yeah. And they're nice trays.
They're great. Yeah.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Moved
Oh my
everything.
God, I did it. I'm impressed.
What you got? What you got?
Woo. Mine has a Sri Yantra on it
Oh yeah.
on the front of our clearing mist.
Oh yeah.
I drew that, so I made a tray. Um,
Of course, I'm clearing
my
everything
Shiva,
off mine to show it off. Look at me.
my Shiva.
Got all
I
these
got so
rocks.
many stones on here. I got wands.
I'm emptying mine. I can't stand it.
Oh, here's my Shiva.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That,
the one that came from Colorado Springs too.
I love it. That was a good day.
Yeah, it was.
Um, there's mine that Sandra made me. And I got this cool little magnetic ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes it picks my cards for me.
The
You
one
gotta
that I have sitting next to me. Yours is what?
fight it. See, it'll stop on certain, in certain places
Right?
because there's
The bars across the back.
yep,
Mine have that too. Ah,
Cool.
I have two, you have three.
I do. Yeah. Questions, guys. Lionsgate's questions. What's going on? Ask away. We are here for a few more minutes. We came late, so we'll stay just a little bit late. Not too bad. Um, by the way, if you're in here and you work with crystals and stones, tonight is the night to put them out.
Right.
Put them out.
Virgins and babies.
Yep.
Sherry needs a big, big, big tray. That's what she needs. The big
Oh, look at that.
one.
Zero point be like a mushroom trip, tethering on excitement and anxiety, like y'all said. It's what it feels like.
Right?
If we want a reading from both of you, can we send $30 to? Yeah. Yeah. You just pay one or the other and we'll just send it. We send it on. Yeah.
Good like that.
Yep. I'll send it. Yeah, if you send it through Cash App or through PayPal, it doesn't matter. I'll get it to her, she'll get it to me, or we'll hunt each other down for it. I don't know. We really will. You know, with this Lionsgate and this 8-8 thing, I'm not great big on numerology or astrology. K Moon's my astrologist and I listen to her a lot. But I know that the 8, if you turn it on its side, it's it's an infinity symbol, you know. It's boundless, right? It's endless. It doesn't end. Just it's just a continuous flow, you know. When I woke up this morning, it was 8:08, and I normally wouldn't be alerted or my sentence heightened over the number 8. It's 7 or 9 for me, right? Usually 7. And but I think my life number is 9, but I'm not even 100% sure. I've did it 100 times. But my memory's gone. But when I saw that, I was like, it caught my attention, the 8s. And then I went into my meditation closet and I was meditating. And I looked up, my eyes were closed, and I looked up and opened my eyes, and all I just seen were 8s flying by. 8s, 8, 8, 8, flying by, flying by. And I was afraid to blink because I didn't want it to stop, because I just wanted to see if there was going to be more
Right.
after it, right? And so I ended up blinking because I'm human and you have to do that. And I'm not a superhero, so
Yeah,
I'm not,
you are.
I'm Blinky McBlinkster over here. And I blink. And I saw what you were explaining with the old computer, with the DOS program, which just
Yeah.
kind of scrolls up. That it was sort of that matrixy type of numbers and lines that's going up, right? And it was almost like um a slot machine, right? Where the numbers kept going and kept going and kept going, and finally stopped. And it was just 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. It's like, okay, cool. So, I mean, I know tonight, when me and Lee stop at the store, I am going to play the lottery. I'm going to play some 8s. I don't normally play the lottery. I just don't. I'm not a lottery person. Lee loves to play the lottery. I'll sit and play Keno or something, but I don't know. I'm just not. I feel like, I feel like if there's a chance that I could lose, like money, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm good. To me, being obviously being a wife and a mom, a grandma, I think, God, I could get like 6 meals with that $20 bill.
Right.
I could get, I'm good at that. I could go to Aldi's and hook up a meal for $20 instead of sliding it in a machine, and machine's like, oh, nope. Thanks for the $20. But it paid off. Gambling paid off for me this weekend when I bought $20 for the tickets and I put that ticket in those jars. I didn't win it, but I got them.
You want him? The universe cleared
I
everything out.
manifested. I
You
Lionsgate
got him,
Poodle manifested that. That's what I
right?
did. And yeah, but it's been kind of like um I'm looking, I've lost the chat again. There we go. It's been kind of like right, that's how it felt like, damn. And I know for a fact tonight I'm gonna have to wind it down. But then again, do I? Lee has been walking. I've got like, hang on, let me see how many I got left. I've got two of these left. Hang on, I'm gonna show you what it is. It's
You got two of them left.
I got two left. And, and I'm gonna tell you what he's doing. He is swinging on them like Tarzan. It's just today, right? I got one nerve and he's going. and it's and it's only because I've got all this energy, right? All this energy. Will you move that? Can you fix that? Did you see the big clock he put up? I asked him to hang my clock. Look,
Oh, he put that up there for you.
he did all by himself. I watched him do it. We got a card reading. All right, it's both of us. So you got to pull a card. We're pulling a card for Michelle C.
Okay.
And Michelle and I have been chatting all week. And
Michelle, the one that you have the dream about.
it is, yeah. It's that very one, the one that almost got my jars astrally. We can't have that. Astral stealing jars. I mean, she wasn't stealing it. They were going to give it to her, or they did give them to her. That was a nightmare. That wasn't a dream. I am going to pull from the blue deck. When I do Michelle's cards, I use the blue deck mostly only because she's been in the presence of the blue deck. Yeah, she's been in their physical presence. So I know that that the cards can focus in on that energy. And I know that I've been talking to Michelle a lot, and I know that there's a big message for her. And I know what the message is. The message is just be still. And I know that there's something. I'm not a huge biblical person. I was at one in another life. I mean, it was this life, but it feels like another life. I mean, I have a religion degree, so I've studied a lot of them. But I specifically just lost what I was saying. What the hell was I talking about?
You're not a biblical.
Yeah. So there's a verse in there that is very similar to be still and know that I am God.
Yeah.
And that particular Bible verse rings really true a lot to me. I don't view God as a man in a white coat with in a chair in the sky. Just as much as I don't believe in a man in a red suit with a tail and standing in fire and gonna poke me with a fork. I don't necessarily believe in that. However, I know that the God in us all is what we're speaking of. I'm speaking to Michelle, knowing the God in you is just telling you to be still. The God in me, the messenger in me, is just telling you that if you don't put your nose in it, it'll work out more beautifully than you ever thought. You've got to trust in connection. You've got to. And I'm not even pulling a card yet. I haven't even pulled a card yet.
right?
But I know that you have to trust in connection, and that's important. And trust, I'm feeling here. So I have to explain what I'm feeling. There's this little area when we are going through something, somebody passes, we lost a job or a breakup, a separation, a hurt of some kind, right? There's this little itty bitty capsule almost that's somewhere in here, and it can be scattered, it can be anywhere. But it's in that capsule that just all it says is it's okay. That's it. And it's up in here somewhere with all the other shit, right? So, but we all know it's there. And if we can just tap into that little capsule that we know is there, we know it, we feel it, right? We feel that. We know it's going to be okay. It may not be okay the way we think it's going to be okay or the way we want it to be okay, but it could be okay way better than we ever thought. Well, I
Right.
never thought of that. I never thought it would work out that way. Well, I didn't either, but as long as we didn't keep our, as long as we didn't keep our, or as long as we kept our nose out of it, right? We did better. And not, not getting involved in the universe's business. Even though you may think because you're involved in a way that it is your business, when the universe pulls people away, people, I say people for a reason, just like Sandra said, right? You're never apart. You're never apart. Those of you who are in separation, listen, it's real important. You're never apart. The physical human being may be someplace else, right? But they're never gone. Never, never gone. If we could just tap into that, it's going to be okay, and let the universe do whatever the hell the universe needs to do it. I'm guilty of guilty of setting back and going, I got this. I can do this all by myself. And watch it just crumble, right? And it makes me um I don't know, it doesn't have to be that way. All right, Michelle, let me pull you a card. I've been too busy talking. Oh, yikes. All right.
I'm shuffling like crazy over here.
I've got a feel too.
Miss Michelle.
Miss Michelle, Miss Michelle, Miss Michelle.
Ooh, I got two that popped up.
Oh, I'm still shuffling.
All right, I'll keep shuffling.
I'm still shuffling. See if something pops out. I'm
Got energy coming out my fingers.
boy. Woo. Oh, let's see. Shuffle again. All right. No, come on.
Uh, Honey,
All right.
honey.
We had one fall out. Man, I need to get a camera. I need to get a camera where y'all can see everything
Right.
going on around
That'd be
here
cool.
because this is crazy, huh? Did you
That'd
pull
be,
yet?
huh?
Did you pull yet?
I was waiting for you to get done. I don't even
Oh,
need to know what it is. I'm just gonna, it'll be the same. Okay. Interesting.
what you got? What you got? What you got?
Empowerment.
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 Okay, so that everybody knows, I only use sacred geometry. I used to have a lot of decks, and I've narrowed it down to sacred geometry because it happens to be my passion. Um, and so there are different activation codes that are in each of these cards.
Mhm.
So when I pull them, um, Michelle, I just need you to look at the screen when I bring it up. It's card number 26. Not surprising. That's a 2 and a 6. That's an 8. Okay.
Oh,
All
yep.
right. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in a deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. So here's the activation card. Beautiful card. And I just want to say, whatever is going on with Twin, take care of you and know that you are one. And in doing so, you take care of who?
Right.
It's that simple.
Dotsable. Well, I have here two cards, and that's only because the other one flew out. And but the number 16 card is what I pulled first, and it's a patience card, which didn't surprise me at all, since that's what we're asking her for. That's what the universe has been asking of her. And I'm telling you right now that it's stronger woman than I am, any of you guys, because it's a lot when things are going on with you. And it doesn't even have to be your twin. It could be your kids, it could be your family, it could be when something's going on with somebody. It really takes a lot to be patient and let the universe do what it does, because I'm a go-getter and I want to fix it all. I want to fix it, fix it, fix it. But most oftentimes the universe just asks us for patience, and that's exactly what I pulled. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you, I can turn the page, that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. When this card is upright, and it's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or make you happy, you are blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Isn't that interesting? That's what we were just talking about. Let go
Right?
of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. And that's amazing. The other one I pulled is Door to Value, the 32 card. No, it's Door to Spirit. Door to Spirit.
I pulled a second card for it too. You know what it was?
What?
Believe.
Oh, man, Michelle, you're getting it tonight.
You are getting it.
You're getting it. This Alliance Gate portal. I'm telling you, it's making me want to clean this whole house. Door to Spirit. This door opens unto the expansive energetic realm where all the new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all value and power, of all true value and power. This door opens into truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep in the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit, and to the magic and power of your true identity. Michelle, listen at me. You've got a little time, and I mean that when I say a little time, a little time to go in and explore Michelle. And do your own work. Connect deeper with spirit. Go to another level. go to another level after that, right? And when things get back to normal, you will be not the same. The other people will be not the same. And it'll be more of a yin yang situation. The balance will be a little bit better because people are off doing their work. People are off doing their work everywhere. When they come together, it's better than it was when they came together before, right? Because there's changes, there's healing in there. And I lost the chat again. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
It's
Well,
interesting.
I think it's interesting. The belief card was card number 11.
Yeah.
The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and the strong connection to source. Do you believe within you what a powerful being you are to shift your reality? Uh-oh. What's up?
Nothing. I was reading chat and I was reading it's interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. Um I'm going to read this first, and then something just really got me. Um, this portal has triggered changes for me, turning a new leaf, starting a new venture, and feeling more motivated and hopeful than I have in years. Girl or guy, I don't know. Same, same. Yeah. My studio's done. I can't get down there yet because Lee's in session. We have to fix our schedules to where I can be in my studio some. Um, eh, I feel so motivated and ready to go, and I bet you I get that bedroom and bathroom done tonight. But I'm gonna have to do something to calm me tonight because I'm everywhere except my mind's not going,
Good, good.
right? But I'm everywhere, and it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. That was a hell of a card reading, though, man. That was nice. Um, I'm
Man, if
looking.
we could even, if we, you said just a little bit, and the first thing that popped into my mind is if you had a little bit of belief in the power that you are, imagine how your world would change. Because we know when you have true belief, you feel it, it resonates, and it's like powerful, and you're like, yeah, it's like that excitement, you know.
Yeah.
Step into it and you can manifest anything. I can tell you right now, if you're passionate about it and you want to manifest it, you will.
Yeah. If you are passionate about it and you stay passionate about it.
And don't take it back and say, but I don't think that can happen. Then
Yep.
you took it back.
Yep. Don't let up. Don't let up. That's where they get you. So hugs. This is so interesting. Lionsgate portal in mush.
And mush.
This is what she says. Now, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit to the raffle. We're walking around, we're walking around, we're walking around. Lee sees this barbecue grill set, and it's got a big brand new Blackstone, and it's got all the neat tools and all the cool stuff, and there's like $100 gift card to some Omaha steak place or whatever. And we had his ticket in his hand, and he said, I might get this. I might put my ticket in there. It'd be cool to win that. And I was like, yeah, but you've got a Blackstone. We've got all that. We've got that. We've got that. We've got that. You know what I mean? He said, yeah. And I was like, well, go ahead if you want to, right? And he didn't. But we went on, and he found the chairs, and we bid it on the chairs. But Hug says right here, you were honest as well, because some may have claimed the barbecue, even though they know they didn't put it in the bin. And then she said, not the barbecue, the stereo equipment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't know anything about the barbecue. No, I didn't even mention it on here. I know I didn't because it was irrelevant, but that's just how spirit works, right? And she said, "Thank you, Sandra. Wow. You both are amazing. Thank you."
Thank
Um,
you.
it's just how spirit does. It all that is confirmation that Hugs, you're in the right place. Sherry, you're in the right place. Sandra, you're in the right place. It's how that comes together and just confirms that you're in the right place. Little tiny messages like that too, going to a wedding, getting in there and sitting with people and I sat on, I-275 for an hour and I'm just still trying to come down and chill, right? You go to those people. My energy feels that. It goes to, right? It just does. And synchronicities are there. Oh, you were born on the same day? That's my birthday, right? And all that brought us together was what? Nothing, right? Nothing. Just a little tiny bit of a conversation. And now Cameron and his little girlfriend, I mean, he's only 16 years old. They were born in the same hospital a day apart. They were in the nursery together.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
Oh,
neat?
that was really cool.
I know, it's so neat. And it's interesting. We lived in the same part of town, which is way up a hill. Yeah, the synchronicities happen so much when you're out with people and you're doing the right thing. You're in your element, right? Doing the thing, doing you. And you'll find people with the same birthdays, with the same wedding date, with the same type of car, in the same neighborhood, right? That all these neat synchronicities. Now, it's interesting venturing out with energies and just like they do at the dog park where the Dobermans kind of hang out together and the Labradors.
Right.
Listen, we've been on here a long time, but I really want to talk to you about our classes real quick before we go because we're working on it's going on 8 o'clock here. And but so you find yourself in a situation where other person's married, other person's over here doing their thing. You got a relationship going, but there's no communication. There's somebody else involved, finances, kids. There's 7 million excuses why you can't be together. You can't figure it out. You don't know what's going on. There's so much. Let's call that a situationship, right? Let's call that. Confusion, angst. You're tired of this. You can't figure out why you're not being chosen and somebody else is.
And you're thinking about it, and the energy's being pulled to them, not you.
Oh man, it's so crazy. So anyway, we're doing a class. We're starting it Wednesday. 777 is the price. Interesting enough, I had already scheduled my class on jealousy and connection. If you're interested in that, if you sign up for Sandra and I's class, you get my jealousy and connection class for free. So I'll put you in if you need it, if you want to set in my jealousy and connection class, and you are purchasing the situationship course, it's free of charge. And so we are going to be starting that class on Wednesday night. I'm not 100% sure on the time, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be around 6 or 7 Eastern Standard Time. So
Right.
either 5 or 6. What are you, Mountain?
Us, we're central. We're
Central.
right next to you, baby.
Yeah, Central. So it's only an hour. And when you sign up, we'll give you the all the information. Relationship reinvent at gmail.com or twin flame divine fire at gmail.com. And you can get information for that. We're only going to take a couple more. I think we've got 2. I'd really like it to be real intimate because there's going to be some crying and there's going to be some emotion. And it's going to be a pretty powerful class, especially with me and Sandra
Yeah.
at the same
I,
time.
I like doing the woo woo. I wear this that says cheer mom because
Oh,
once that energy comes up, we're going to show you how to utilize and put it out there and manifest the
Manifest.
energy that you're letting loose.
I am manifesting an organized bathroom tonight.
I am manifesting, that air condition has not made one since we've been on.
Okay. All right. I am throwing energy that way.
And I am throwing energy to everybody out there. Thank you so
Everybody out there, stand on the edge of this
much.
portal
Hey,
and jump, jump, get it all, get as much as you can. Like in those money machines, when they put the money at the bottom and they blow it all up and you can put it on your pockets. That's it. Get all the energy, get all the energy, get it in there, store it in there, store it in there, store it in there. Yeah, manifest your shit, manifest your shit. I'm gonna go manifest a clean and organized bathroom.
all right. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Please, 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 please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Soul Sisters Sherry and Sandra
11:11.
1111. And please subscribe to our Facebook page, Soul Sister Sherry and Sandra, because we want to go live there. We don't want to go live. I mean, I love you guys here on Leah and I's channel. I think you guys are great. I love you all. But we want to do our own little thing over here. Universe has put us in motion. So help put us in motion. We're manifesting 100 subscribers to our page and to our YouTube channel. We're manifesting that so we can go live there instead of here.
Yeah.
And we can do our own little thing over here. We'll let the guys in sometimes. But sometimes. We love you guys. If you're interested
Ellen,
in
look at me and went,
if you're interested in a reading with me, I'm still doing the readings. I'm still doing them for 111. They don't go up to 333 for another couple weeks until September gets here. So
I actually put readings on our website too.
and you get, if you want a reading with Sandra, Twin Flame Divine Fire at gmail.com. What is your reading price?
In 111.
111. Same thing. Love it. Hey, look, if you love this energy and you want to have it at the same time, I do a full medium reading where I'm going to connect with your loved ones, actually. And then we can both bring spirit in, Sandra and I both. And how about if we do that for 222? I love that.
Love that.
And
Hey,
you can,
and we can send out a bottle for everybody that signs up.
oh, nice.
Send out a bottle of the clearing mist to go
Oh,
right with the reading.
sign up for that reading.
Right.
Get your clearing mist. And if you sign up for the class 777, we'll put you a little gift in the mail too. Okay, we love you guys. We love you guys. I think that's all. I don't know. Lee probably wanted me to promote some things and I forgot. Hey, Lee's doing stuff. And he's still doing root camp, but he's raised his prices, y'all. He's amazing. Lee's something else. Alan, something else. They're a hot mess and we love them.
Say hi, Alan.
Say hi. Hi. I knew it.
You know. Let me out of the box, he said.
Let's see if we got him in a box. Let's see if we have any chat. Uh-oh. Angie gets a reading real quick. Yeah. She gets a reading from both of us. Yes.
I love it when it's two. I love it when it's two. Do you know why?
Too.
I do. I think it's funny.
Right. It's one from both of us. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm going to pull from the white deck because Spirit just told me to pull from the white deck. Yep. Yep. Find my cards here. Find the cards. Find my cards. Here we go.
Spirit talks. The energy rocks.
Y'all need to get in on this low energy.
Right.
We was fitting a roll. We didn't even roll. We was fitting a roll out. We didn't even roll out.
Right. All right. Angie, you said?
Angie Church. Yep. All right. I've got one. I pulled the healing heart.
I've got one. And I've got the discernment.
Oh.
Card number 20. What's your number?
Ooh, when they go together. 9.
Okay.
Card number 9.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, I love this card. It's pretty.
I'm gonna start with the healing heart. It was upright. This card brings bountiful joy and hope at this time. You may have had blocks to love before, but those old frustrations and pains are being resolved. Your optimism about love is increasing, and you in turn are experiencing increasingly loving treatment. The process of healing heart energy always starts and ends with the self. You may have received misinformation about yourself or about love from your parents or partners in the past, but the difficult experiences that once caused you to lose trust are now being released. You are finally ready to love and be loved. So open your heart to the tender care you truly deserve. Rest assured that the light of the divine love is shining on your own heart center. New love, abundant friendship, and tenderness are on the way. Whoa. New love.
New love. Mm,
New love.
okay. So, Angie, this one called to me and I opened up the book. I'm like, ooh, this one's going a little bit deeper than what it's showing on the card. So, I'm going to give you the activation. Please look at the card. Notice it's Trinity.
Nice.
All right. So it's discernment. Number 20, the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. But I don't generally get pulled to open the book. Discernment can be described as the ability to perceive or judge well. Now that we are moving into a multidimensional reality, we're invited to see polarity and duality with new eyes. Living in a multidimensionality is about experiencing polarity with discernment, being in balance with it, and moving in harmony with it. Discernment has to do with the inner guide, the higher part of us that is closely connected to source and can look at things from a perspective of wisdom, maturity, experience, integrity, compassion, and purpose. It is about being in witness mode, being aware without attachment to an outcome or a direction.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. I
I
love
do
it.
too. It sounds like whatever's going on with you, Ange, it's about to be good.
It's about to get real good.
Real good. Um,
It sounds like empowerment too.
yeah, it's interesting. Hug said she can feel it. She can feel the energy. Can you feel it? Can you guys feel it out there? Like when we're like meshing and we're just doing our thing. Can you guys feel the combined energy? Because it lasts here for a minute when we come off.
Right.
And yeah, the energy stays for a while. And it's the last thing I needed on top of this already Lionsgate energy, right? Twice I stopped at Starbucks today and Cameron was like, Mom, no. Because he said, What have you drank? I said, I didn't drink anything, Cameron. I've had water all day. Why are you talking so fast? No, well. All right, guys, we really are going to go this time. I mean, we really are.
Well, Angie, thank you so much.
That
Uh,
energy is
it
awesome.
was an honor.
Yeah. And thank you for riding this wave, y'all. This has been a big one. Here in my particular city, at this very moment, we have this huge country fest. It's big. And we have all these big country artists and Jason Aldean and Sam Hunt and all these big names are coming in. So there's so much traffic and people are just everywhere. And I want I want to somehow, I told Lee, I said, I think we should just take some lawn chairs and go find like a side road or something to sit on. Um, I know.
I get it. Right?
Yeah. When I was a drinker, when I used to drink, I used to like to go to Oktoberfest and watch and people watch because they would be drunk and falling all over. I just like to change people's energy, right? Even if they're walking by, right? I just love being in crowds of people and changing the energy, the whole crowd, right? If it's a boring crowd, one person can hype it up. I can hype up a whole room, right?
Right?
I can hype up a whole arena full of people if I needed to. This energy is just exuberant. I wish I could. All the people that are in our town right now, everybody's here. I'm just everybody's driving in and flying in. There's just people everywhere. And I don't know, I want to sprinkle pixie dust all over. Like I can get a bunch of people at once. I love it.
Radiance is hitting every single one of those people as you sit in your recliner right now, Terry. So do it, baby.
They're all in a good mood right now. You know what I mean? They're having a good time. They're all in a good mood. Just keep it up. Take it home. Take all that energy home, right? Take this energy from our area home and let it spread
Right?
everywhere, right?
Right.
Oh, I wish I could. Thank you guys for watching. Um, we're gonna do that again. We're gonna say thank you once again, and we're gonna say bye one more time. And I'm
We
gonna
love you.
we do. We love you so much. And please go subscribe to our page because we're going to be putting information on this class and stuff there. So get that done. Email relationshipreinvent@gmail.com or twin flame divine fire
At
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
It
Yeah.
may come up Divine Fire Creations as well. You have
Yeah.
not got the wrong one. They're both connected.
Yay. Yay. All right. We love you guys.